What is the worst mistake of your life? Not putting money away for savings early enough. Start early, make it automatic. Working my ass off getting 3 useless degrees. I fell into the trap of believing that high grades and multiple degrees good, stable, high-paying jobs. LMAO. Looking back, I can't believe I was so naive. I have many, but the worst could be isolating myself from the real world to the point I started to experience symptoms of psychosis. Trying to help people that didn't deserve it. Switched from beer to vodka. Spent the next 12 years drunk. 3 years sober. Trusting a supervisor and believing that people at my job will do the right thing. Forgetting to throw out defrosted calamari face with cold sweat. Food poisoning so bad my appendix erupted. Getting married. Or marrying the wrong person would be more accurate, I guess. X200B. We got married in 2001 and just divorced in April, but I left her for the last time in 2015 after getting solid proof that she had been cheating. She now has 4 kids by 4 different guys. 3 of them born while we were together and just 1 is mine. Tip of this depressing iceberg, unfortunately. Choosing the wrong major in university and now I'm stuck in my career. Letting my mother have complete control of my finances when I got my first job. She stole everything from me. Smoking my first cigarette. No doubt. Not buying a house when I was 8. I'll never recover from this. I left a gate open and a puppy died. I'll never forgive myself. Putting absolutely everything I had into getting a degree and subsequently a job in a field I could honestly not care less about. Now I'm rotting in a job that I can't stand because I will never make this much money ever again. Not paying off my mortgage 17 years ago when I had the money. Instead I used it to renovate my house to add 2 bedrooms and a den. At the time I thought it was more important for each of my 4 kids to have their own room. They were sharing 2 each before then and a bigger family room. I'm kicking myself because had I used the money to pay off the mortgage instead, I'd have had an extra $3,000 a month in my pocket. I could have saved up that money and extended my house a few years later. Being mean to my wife and son when I was younger. We got married at 18 and I was just immature and was always taking my job home and just getting upset over really nothing. We're still married after 32 years and over past several years I have came to realize how lucky I have them in my will do anything for them. Smiling face with sunglasses, smiling face with sunglasses. Doing a line of cocaine in 2017. By 2020 I was a full-fledged addict. I have 14 months clean today. Years of untreated mental illness. Not knowing that my wife and I are both carriers for a rare terminal genetic disease called Krabbe disease. Both of my daughters are fine, but my son has the disease and started developing symptoms at 18 months old. Now our entire lives are completely flipped upside down. We want to spread awareness that we didn't have. His page is called Prayers for Arthur, Hope for a Cure. He's such a sweet boy. We just want to keep him as comfortable as possible. Thank you for all of the nice and encouraging comments. Letting a shitty controlling girlfriend convince me to quit my band. I don't think we would have made it big or anything, but they were my best friends and she treated me like garbage. I was trapped in emotional abuse and manipulation from age 18 to 20. The ultimatum between her and the band could have saved me all that misery if I had just made a wiser choice. Caring too much what people think. A lot of this is due to good old anxiety, but I missed out on a lot of experiences and friendships just because I was afraid to let people know too much about me. Not being a better person. I was a stupid teenager, did stupid teenager things. If I could go back, I would have not done stupid teenager things. My mom died. I got over $80,000 in life insurance money. After paying for her funeral and paying off debt, I bought a new car and looked at some houses but never got offers accepted. I wasted the rest of the money mostly on weed and alcohol just trying to feel better. Now I'm broke. But I'm 28 days clean and trying to pull myself out of my funk and live better. I am 2 months into a new job and plan on seeking help when I get health insurance again. I'm also considering finding a new job with higher pay. Being content with being alone and not trying to meet new people, now I'm all alone. Failing out of college. I eventually graduated from a lesser school, but I think it affects me to this day. Smoking pot every day for 20 years. I thought if I was positive and receptive I would be able to climb and earn like my boss did. Wasted 7 years making $8 an hour under a boss who made 108 hours 108, no typo, at a grocery store. Plus Sunday pay. He and I found out together that the union let corporate pull the ladder up behind them a decade before. Not applying myself in high school courses. I had a number of college-level dual credit courses which I intentionally slacked in, resulting in poor grades. Now I am in my 4th year of university and am still working my grades back up, as well as wishing I had paid more attention. I could have graduated by now had I not made that blunder. Introduced my girlfriend of 3 years to a new friend that I met at college. Within a few weeks, she was cheating on me with him. I'm sure we would have broken up eventually, but it just hurts even more knowing that I introduced her to the guy she would cheat on me with. Falling for that one girl. Lying. Although I'm working on it, I still can't get over it no matter the scale. Not cancel subscription on time. Not working on acquiring a second language earlier. I practice daily now, but wish I'd started sooner. No time like the present, though. Not learning how to ride a bicycle when I was a kid. Now I am too scared of even trying. Ruining my relationship with my best friend by constantly trauma dumping. She was also the first and only person I've ever been in love with. Oh, honey, where do I begin? Installing the Reddit app. Selling my '99 Ford Explorer Sport. I know that sounds mild. But a lot of the bad things that happened to me were either not a mistake of my own, or were important moments in my life for learning purposes. I don't regret being in a terrible relationship for a number of years. I learned so much from that and it put me in a place to meet someone wonderful years later. I really missed that truck. Not trying to figure out how to make money for being myself. Staying in unhappy relationships for too long. I once had to cancel a reservation at a Michelin-star bistro. Worst mistake of my life. Not recognizing I wasn't ready for college after high school. I wasted 4 years of off and on classes that I usually just stopped going to before I joined the Marines. It was certainly good and bad times, but enlisting was one of the best choices I've made. Not a recruiter, I swear they don't treat you well, but the amount of personal growth was priceless. Having toxic friends, always made fun of me and were really manipulative and narcissistic. Glad I stopped being friends with these PPL. Timeshare. Not saving up my birthday money while growing up. I quit a very good job in 2018. I left due to a situation that would have only been temporary, didn't know that at the time, and that will be a lifelong regret. Who knows, things could have also gotten worse, but with the benefit of hindsight I could have dealt with things vastly different. Ending things instead of saying what I was feeling. Getting addicted to Reddit porn. Not having my parents arrested for abuse. Cheating. Never again. Letting others define my value as a person and let most of them decide my life.